And he said, corruption. I said, Parliament passed a bill, and the bill was based on the prisoner's dilemma. The prisoner's dilemma is when you have two prisoners and they agree to do something to protect one another. But the first person to break and tell the prison officers what is happening gets benefits. So you put tension between the giver of the bribe and the taker of the bribe. And the idea, I told my great-granddaughter, that's how we solve it. We use the prisoner's dilemma theory to solve it. Mm-hmm. So that if you are encouraged or forced or put in an awkward point to pay a bribe, and you pay the bribe, and then you go and report, you get your bribe back. If you were a contractor, you were looking for a contract, you get a contract. You also get some, maybe 5 points, 5 percentage points for your next contract award so that you are ahead of everybody. If you are also the taker and you took it and you reported, you keep the money once you reported, and then the one who gave, he is fined, the guilty party is fined 200% or whatever they give, and 100% goes to you. The other one will put it in the chest.
In addition to
what you took. So if somebody gave you a bribe and you reported him, you have the benefit, you keep the bribe, and the penalties that we have, you get something on top too. So it's a prisoner's dilemma that we use to create tension between the giver and the taker.
Does anybody go to jail for this?
Yes. If you are the guilty party, if you took the bribe, you go to jail for 10 years.
That is, if the other person goes to report you first.
First. Whoever reports first. Both the giver and taker are guilty in this case. For you, bribing a public officer is an offense. Taking is an offense. So whoever reports first, the guilty party, minimum 10 years prison sentence. And then if the contract had to do with school, health delivery, a road that may pose risk to human life, then you may go in for life.
Yeah.
My student thought that they are too draconian.
That's why you need to fix it.
The way to fix corruption is to make sure that people are dealt with, and they are dealt with seriously.
And the reason why I think this is brilliant, because often you hear anti-corruption crusaders say one of the most difficult things about corruption is that two people agree to do something. There's no way they were going to say publicly that he did it, because it's between two people, and nobody else was there, with the exception of those two people. So it's almost always nearly impossible to prove corruption, because it's about two people who say it didn't happen. But what you're saying is, now you're creating a situation where there's an incentive for one of them in that private room when the money is exchanged, yeah, to go and report the other, because he instantly gets the benefit. Whether he took it or he gave it, he gets benefit. He gets rewarded, yeah, for that. And the other person gets jail. What happens then is the next time, the guy who is thinking of giving, yeah, is not sure if he gave, that guy is going to report him. And the guy who is tempted to take the bribe is also not sure if the giver will going to report him. In the end, nobody's giving and nobody's taking.
You put tension between them so that you see the person you paid a bribe to, or someone who is giving you a bribe at a funeral, and he doesn't smile. You say, hey, the guy may be about to go and report. So you quickly make sure that you are the first one to go and report. I think it may work.